of it all when the sun comes shining through to make those rainbows in my mind when I think of you sometimes and I want to spend some time with you. See, they don't seem to understand. Think that this is the ending. Understand that I'm just locking myself in the tower, taking pieces of your poem and feeding myself. I am a cannibal. Taking lines one by one. Have songbirds sitting on lines, singing words across pipelines that end up coming through radio speakers. I end up being a Brian that kneels before victory or even joy. Understand that it doesn't take an R&B or even rhythm and blues to have me singing this thing. See, it was rainbows that inspired me. Would often take tears of other poets and place them in cups. Freeze them in the freezer for later uses because you understand that I need to be quenched when I'm mentally thirsty. But it seems some have me begging. Not on bended knee, but understand that I stand on stages and end up soaring. Even if I stage dive into the mouth of madness, I understand that my bungee cord is my conscience. And I end up losing it. Because most poets don't want to be conscious. They would rather be unconscious. So how can you waste somebody who wants to be sleeping? From Langston to Huron to Clifton to Dunbar to Wheatley, these are the last names who ended up being the watermarks for the last place that the bar was placed. But it seems, listening to my contemporaries, they make a convincing argument to limbo under it. And while you're bending over backwards with the oozing eyes, you think you're saying something to electrify the crowd, but it ends up just polarizing. Understand that having so much positive energy mixed with negative energy, easily led minds can be formed into circles, or you just might call them cliques. But understand my tongue clicks because I have a hidden panel where I end up keeping my greatest weapon, my razor-sharp wit, willing to cut your throat when you repeat my words. Or better yet, swallow the shoe that doesn't end up fitting because you'd rather walk around daintily getting that sexual healing that even Marvin Gaye wouldn't talk about if you rocked the boat. So understand that one album that he said, "Here, my dear," because I'm giving this to everyone in anger, but I'm paying my dues. Understand that I have a couple more albums to write, even though I never produced one. Understand that I can take 1,000 words of matter, yet a million, form a picture, ending up erasing it all and have it just like Notre Maison rebuilt like nothing ever happened. Because I often use mics like guns, and when I often let loose the chamber, the shells weigh a ton. Okay, anyway. I can even take AWEDs when we don't have hidden weapons and understand that sometimes it might take a Scorpio to be a Sagittarius because I am in the 26th of November and it ends up following Taurus, Aries, and any other sign that you like to be astrological because you can take a whole line from Langston and drape it in darkness and still see the stars shine. I don't claim to be a master, but I stand at the foot of the teacher so that he ends up being on my shoulders and any knowledge that he drops comes right into the palm of my hand.